Good morning, students. Last class and previous classes we have been seeing meaning of sole proprietorship, definition of sole proprietorship. Then we have seen features of sole proprietorship. Today we will be seeing merits of sole proprietorship. So for your exam, this topic is very important because they will ask you meaning of sole proprietorship, definition of sole proprietorship for 2 marks, okay, any two cases. Then futures merits, okay, they can ask for 5 marks, and your limitation, so any three they can ask for 5 marks, or all two, any two put together, futures merits or merits and limitation, for a 10 marks they can ask, okay. So this topic is important in your sole proprietorship. Here, now merits of sole proprietorship today. So what are the merits is there? Quick decision making, then confidently of information, okay, then direct incentive, sense of accomplishment, then easy of formation and closure. So one thing I will explain you detailedly. So first one is quick decision. A sole proprietor can take his own decision because he no need to concern with anyone, okay. He do not need to decide with anyone, okay. So with what is the decision he need to take at that time, he can take quickly. So decision is made by him, and the company is run by him, okay. So the whole full authority is owned by the sole proprietor, so he can take his own decision on the business. So if he need to change the business, he can change, okay. Something he need to change in his business, okay, some place he need to change, okay, where they're working, he can change because he don't need to ask with anyone. And even his business line also he can change, okay, he don't need to ask with anyone. So see, a quick decision making, okay, yes or no, and what line he have to choose. Then there I have kept some doors image, okay, where he need to go in, okay, where quick decision can be taken if the person is solo. Yeah, sole proprietorship enjoys considerably degree of freedom in making business decisions. So what is enjoying is enjoying the freedom of making business decision. So no one is there to hold him, okay, where he can someone is there telling, okay, this idea will not work out or don't need, no one is there to tell. So he is having full degree freedom. Future the decision making is promote because there is no need of consult others. So you don't need to consult with others, okay. Why? Because he is the sole proprietor, he knows everything, okay, on his business, so he don't need to take concern with anyone. The decision can be made for him for promote the business. This may lead to timely capitalize of marketing opportunity as well as when arise, okay. So when capital arises, okay, when I need to invest on the capital, or I need to go into the market with good opportunity, okay. So one product is running, okay, for example is a Colgate and Pepsodent. Two people are the competitors, they are the big competitors in the toothpaste, okay. So Pepsodent gives the different flavor, Colgate gives the different flavor. So when Pepsodent gives an innovative things with his paste, even the Colgate is getting the innovative. For example, a Pepsodent you have single color, then they came with double color. The Colgate have changed from single color to the gel type, okay, they had the classy gel, then they have changed to charcoal. These people have been changing, okay, innovatives. I should beat my competitor, I should come overcome the competitor, so that will be there. When in the market, if you need to stable, you need to take quick decision on your product, and you have to make the changes for to sustain in the market. So quick decision can be taken when this businessman is sole proprietor, okay, he don't need to take any idea or take permission with anyone. So that is the example here I've given for quick decision making. Then confidently of informations. So when I am a sole proprietor, I can keep all my information confidently, okay, where no one will be having, okay, no one will be knowing what is my information on my business, because the only person is me. Until I reveal to anyone, no one will be knowing. See, sole decision makes authority enable the proprietor to keep all his information related to business operation confidently and maintain secrecy. A sole trader is also not bound by law to publish firm accounts. Okay, so he don't need to give the information on his business to the public. He can keep it to the official, okay, where only one person is there, so I can keep it very confidently. Only the products and information I can share to the people, not everything. So confidence of information is very high in your sole proprietor business, because there are no people to ask questions with you, what is this, what is that, or what, anything, okay, nothing they can ask the question, so it will be very confidential. Then direct incentive. See, for what work he is doing, you will get direct incentive, okay. A sole proprietor directly repays the benefit of his or effect, and he or she is the sole recipient of all the profit. So see here, for all the work they are doing, okay, they will get directly incentive, means direct profits they will be getting. For what work they have done, they will enjoy the profits. The need of share profit does not arise for he or she in the single ownership, okay. See here, this is the image, first image, where on the according to the work effect is getting the value, okay. That caret gives you value, and down is the people effect, okay. So businessmen need, okay, direct incentive he will be getting on the work what he is doing. Yeah, second one is where he is running, okay, towards the money. So business people also, when they are single, they need not share their profit with anyone, okay. They are the only sources, and they are the only pillar of the business. So for his hard work, for what, for his hard work he will be taking money. This provides maximum incentive to the sole trade to hard work, okay. Why is getting direct incentive for his hard work? Until anyone does not do the hard work, they will not get any profit. So direct incentive is where he does the work, he gets directly the money. Then a sense of accomplishment, okay, where there is a personal satisfaction involved in work from oneself. The knowledge that one is responsible for the success of the business not only contribute himself satisfaction, but also instant in the individual a sense of accomplishment and confidence in one's ability. So sense of accomplishment where we complete one thing, okay, where we get this success. So businessmen, after getting the success, the not only the businessman, whole team gets the enjoyment, okay, for the accomplishment. They have done something, okay, they have achieved something. So one satisfaction towards the work, okay, involvement towards the work. So all these are the merits, okay, advantages for the sole proprietor. So when he is the only one person who makes the decision, and he puts his hard work, he takes his incentive, he gets the accomplishment, okay, he gets the success for the sole proprietor. Then easy of formation and closure, okay, as we all know, okay, sole proprietor can be started, okay, by easier formation with some legal documentation, okay, the decisions what is made, okay. And even he has the all rights to close the business when he is not able to run the business. So everything put to his wish, okay, where his wish is the important one, okay. So I'm not going to explain for formation closure very detailedly, because I've explained you from the starting how sole proprietor is been formed and closures. Next we have limitations. So when advantages there, almost there will be disadvantages also. So limitations are limited resources, limited life of a business, unlimited liability, limited managerial ability. So these four are the limitation. Even this may ask for 5 marks, or both put together they'll ask for 10 marks question. So limited resources are very limited, okay. Lack of fund is not there in his hand, okay, or any major things are not there in his hand. So that will be a limitation to run a business in a successful way. Resources of a sole proprietor are limited to his or her personal savings and borrowings from other. Lack of resources is one of the major resource reason why the size of the business rarely grow much and generally remain small. So when a businessman is there, he have to have sufficient fund to start a business. If sufficient fund is not there, he need to take all his savings, okay, or he need to borrow with the friends. All those things will be happening. So resources, okay, resources of for a business people should always be unlimited, because anytime anything may happen, okay, any changes may happen. That time they need to get adopt, at least for that they need to have a resources. So resources is a major thing. When resources is not sufficient for business the business remains same, okay, and it does not grow also. It grows very rarely. So that is the major disadvantages, okay, the limitation. Resources, let it be fund, raw material, all those things, okay, it should be unlimited, where at certain times I need to take means I can take. Then limited life of business concern, okay, when the sole proprietor is the owner of the business, okay, in unsituations the death may occur, illness may occur for the proprietor. In that case the business will be get affected. What will be happen, the business may be getting affected, and there are chances to close the business also, okay. So when a person is dead, okay, for example, two sons are there, one father is a sole proprietor. After his death the children can run the business, okay, but they will not be a sole proprietor. What they will not be, they will not be a sole proprietor. Sole proprietor is a person who newly starts his business. What it is, who newly starts his business with single. So after father's death, if son is taking, okay, any one son is taking the business, that will not be a sole proprietor. It will be just a business, or it will come in joint Hindu family. It will be coming, okay. So sole proprietor is where we start newly and we run business newly for a longer period. So limitation of life, okay, so business may get shut down, or person may die, okay, the sole proprietor may die, okay, some illness may take in place. So there is life, okay, life of the business is short that time. So limitation of life is the other drawback for the business concern. Then unlimited liabilities, okay, the major disadvantages of sole proprietor is the owner has unlimited liabilities. So initially when he is starting the business, he may not having such an idea, okay, how to start all those things, but he'll be started due to in lack of fund, okay, due to in lack of resources with him, he tends to take loan from others. What he do, he tends to take loan from others, okay. As he takes loan, his liabilities are unlimited. So when the business is having unlimited liability, whatever profit you get also you will be repaying for the liabilities, okay, for loans what you have taken. So always liability should be limited. If liabilities are unlimited, it tends to take your personal assets and all to your overcome your liabilities. So when there is unlimited liability, always your business will run into losses, because profits all will be paid for the landlords, okay, for the mortgage peoples. So unlimited liability is the major impact, okay, one of the major impact for your limitations. Then limited managerial ability, okay, when the sole proprietor is not having managerial skill, okay, how much to purchase, how much to sell, what is the finance, okay, everything is not having information in his hand. It is the drawback where the people cannot manage the business. That will be a major limitations, okay, because people the employees who's working under him may cheat him, okay. They can tell, I've got this goods, I've been got this machinery, okay, this much is the cost, that much is the cost, but actually machinery will not be there, actually that material will not be there. Even in the sale also, okay, the sale will be more, but people will manipulate inside and they will tell sale is less. Okay, then people who comes in the work also, they will not do work, they will just come sit chit chat and go, but we will be paying the salary for them. So managerial ability, so how the business should be there, how it should run, the sole proprietor should have the control over everything. Unless he is not having control, the managerial ability will be unlimited. So unlimited managerial ability also put an limitation drawback for the sole proprietor. So I will stop till here. Okay, till here your sole proprietor topic is over. Tomorrow's class we will continue with our next business formation, that is joint Hindu family business. Thank you, students.